Alright guys, we're just preparing for New Year. Well, April's busy. My effort was to go over to the spa. April's dealing with the food. Got a bit of a mixed table. There's a lot of sweet stuff this year. It's April cooking at the moment. Got prawns, got some chips, gammon. One of the things April did say though, she likes the kitchen layout. So, I mean, I was looking at, in Spain that's about this, roughly the same size as most kitchens we come across, isn't it?
Maybe like 8 inches more.
Yeah,
wider.
it's not much bigger than most kitchens. Oh, here comes Zoe as well. Hi Zoe. Okay. But the point being is, a lot of the kitchens in Spain normally have this wall here with an arch on it. But I just wanted to sort of show this to you because the thing is, this kitchen's very functional, and I think it will fit in most kitchens in Spain. You know, the 1 bedroom, the 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom normally got a bigger kitchen layout. But if you just take this on the basis of you've got 4 units wide, that should give you your width. And then obviously you come away, because like I said, most of the kitchens, the layout's a bit strange in Spain, but this one, because I sound like I'm selling kitchens on New Year, but I'm not. What you've got is, because you stand in the middle, you've got access to the fridge over here on the left. You've got the access to the microwave if you need it. Over on your right, you've got your cooker, and in front of you, you've got your sink. So everything is within reach. So if you plan to do a kitchen in Spain or want us to fit one, I do think this is a good layout. Another thing I wouldn't want to do something about is the gap at the top. I'm not too keen on having an open gap there. Let's do something with that, 'cause it'll just gather crap or dust, which I'm not a fan of. So I'll have a think about that one. But the actual dimensions look about ideal. It's pretty quiet here at the minute. We've already had the Happy New Year's from the Philippines. I haven't heard off Jay today, although I did speak to him for about 2 hours last night back in Australia. Outside, it's all starting to go a bit quiet as well. Everybody's sort of prepping up. I suppose most people are on the way home now. One of the things I'm expecting is a lot of fireworks here tonight. So hopefully I'll be able to record some of that for you. I'm recovering from the flu at the moment, as you may hear in my voice. So half of today I spent in bed trying to recover some of my health. But enjoying the most of it, because come next week, all back to work. Well, I'll be working this weekend to catch up on some of the lost time with being ill this week. Kids have loved the UK. I've got to admit that it's not been as busy as I'd expected. I might sit there, the light's right above me. Hasn't been as busy as I expected, in the sense of going out and about as much, but we seem to have done a fair bit. Might have enough time to do something else before everybody flies back to Spain, but ultimately not too much in a rush, because we'll be coming back over again soon. We'll wait and see, because right now I think the main emphasis is get the first budget for the first apartment we want to buy. After that, we'll see where we go. So we're all geared up for the new year. Food's nearly ready. We're sitting watching something on the TV, chilling out. April's been talking to her mum earlier as well, because obviously over in the Philippines it's already occurred. Or has it? What time is it?
2 a.m. now.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m. in the Philippines already. So they've already had their New Year and off to chill out, or still drinking away, depending on who it is and where.
Yeah. Karaoke, you forgot.
Karaoke, yes. You've got to have the 3 a.m. karaoke at 400, 800 watts, just so that the next street can hear you, or maybe the next town. Otherwise, it's just not right. But yeah, I've got to admit, this year's been a hard year. Looking back, we've had some difficult times. Had some issues with those that shall not be named, and at the same time, things seem to have dropped into place towards the end of the year. Things seem to be moving along, businesses progressing, work in the UK is doing well, work in Spain is doing well. Now, if I can get my car sorted for the new year, that'll be perfect. Otherwise, I'm going to be trading it in for another new car, simply because I can't be hassled with it. We had a look at a Tesla this week as well. Was it yesterday we had a look at the Tesla?
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts on the Teslas?
It's not common, but I think it's cool being electric. Be something different, not smoking, belching.
Yeah, I'm not compared to our car. That's a different story. But I mean, for me, I don't think they'd be ideal for Spain, simply because everywhere's miles away. You know, if you're going from La Mata or the coast to Madrid or Barcelona, I think it will struggle. You know, you need to make sure you've got charging points along the way. I don't think Spain's geared up for that yet. So and all electric cars are high risk on that sense. Here in the UK, different kettle of fish. I was just reading that Birmingham, I've just started their, April's doing something with whipped cream. They've just started a air zone in the centre, and I know Bristol's started doing it on certain days of the week as well. Yeah, I mean, I've got to admit, I bite my lip on it a little bit, simply because the investments often don't go into the right things. So for me, it's all right going, oh, we'll just tax people for not having an energy efficient car or environmentally efficient car, but they don't give them any money to encourage them to get a better car. Because it's a bit like when you live out in the sticks, you know, and you're trying to get your first job. Unless you've got a car, you can't get to work, because the bus service is unreliable, so you can't use the public transport, which means a lot of people get locked in this loop where they can't get to work to buy a new vehicle or buy a vehicle, and basically you get stuck in a loop of being unable to get work. And I do worry about some of this being the same issues related to some of the bright ideas that come from councillors, etc. They often don't have to worry about the impact of their own decisions. I mean, as I was explaining to Peter the other week, I've used the underground in London a fair few times. It's already at capacity, so it's all right finding people for not being for coming into the city, but to be fair, they're not giving them a solution to get there. It's already over capacity anyway. You know, when you're going into down at the train station to try and get in the underground, and they're stopping you every 15 minutes because the platform's already full down on the underground. They can't take any more people. So finding people for not doing what they want isn't a solution. It's all right if they took the money and used it elsewhere and did something useful with it, but often they don't. That's my thoughts on that. A bit like road tax. Seems to fund everything but the roads. What's up, my love? Okay. April wants to put the extract on. So yeah, we're all geared up for the new year. Yeah, I've got to admit, I think life's progressing. Things seem to be starting to drop into place again after the problems we've had, and looking forward to...
It's part of life.
It's part of life, yeah.
You get... Caca hits the fan and then it's okay again.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, you plan things and then they go wrong.
Stand up, just carry on.
Just got to carry on until things drop into place. But we can't grumble. We've got our health.
That's it.
And
like with mom, I don't know if this is gonna be the first time she's alone for a new year, and she told me earlier that after she prayed that she was crying. But she's happy, like knowing we're all right and she's not in the hospital like others, like she's well.
But also, I mean, she'll be planning for her next trip anyway, isn't
Yeah.
she? She starts gearing up for a trip over to Spain. We'll get the car sorted and might go a bit further afield.
That's it. Smokes.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, I hope you all have a great new year. And like I said, I'll probably do some updates later if the fireworks are good. I'll switch the lights off in here and see if we can absorb some of the sound and live area outside, because we've got a lot of houses out here. So we should see a lot of fireworks come midnight. But yeah, it's been a good trip. Kids have loved Cadbury's World, and there's a few other places I want them to go, but I have to admit, some of the prices I just can't justify.
The Royal Air Force Museum it's free.
What? Royal Air Force Museum. No, I was thinking more of the fact, well, like Sea Life Centre, when it wants £20 a ticket to get in.
Yeah.
I think that's way overpriced for what it is. And that's from somebody who's been there at least 8 times. I find that's overcharging. I think Millennium Point's another one that's overpricing its tickets. But hey-oh, it is what it is. I'm not happy, don't have to be here. And in the same way, don't have to spend money on it. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Happy New Year!